Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Twins Take Podcast. We're your hosts, Luke and Jackson Hershey, twins from Charlotte, North Carolina. Same face, two opinions. And guys, welcome back to the show. We have an awesome show going for y'all this week. But first, we want to talk about college football because there's some great games on yesterday. Bama took down undefeated Vanderbilt. Florida State took another loss, and the biggest loss of the weekend, UCLA, the worst team in college football, took down Penn State, and that is going to shake up the playoff brackets. So, man, we got a lot to talk about, but Luke, I just want to hear your thoughts first of all.
Yeah, I think first of all, I think this year among most of the years is I think the craziest because you're having teams lose that either don't normally lose games or I really think I heard someone say this at the beginning of the season. I think the winner of the college football playoffs at the end is going to have a loss or two. If I'm looking at Penn State, I was shocked they lost to UCLA. I don't think that puts them out of it, but I think it puts them in a position where they have to win out. And that's not easy saying you have to go to Ohio State and win, and you have Indiana at home. So those are two games, obviously, for Penn State. Penn State looks at themselves in the mirror and says, what the heck just happened? How do we lose to UCLA? But they can bounce back. And yesterday was great. Florida took down Texas. We were talking Billy Napier getting fired a week ago, and then he beats the ninth team in the country. That's how good the SEC is. You have teams that can win any week, and it just matters who shows up at the end of the day. But yeah, it's literally been a crazy week. For our school, we're going into something called Mountain Week this week, where we're kind of getting to go away, spend some time with God, and get to go reflect. So we're excited for that in this upcoming week. But today, we have an awesome podcast. We talk a lot about Ohio State football on this show, but today we're so excited because we're actually having an Ohio State basketball commit coming on the show. We have none other than Marcus Johnson. He's one of the top-ranked players and the number 2 point guard in the entire country for the 2026 class, and we were so blessed because we got to talk to him about his faith in God, the behind-the-scenes process of committing to Ohio State because he was an Ohio State fan from the time he was little, so what it was like getting to commit to his dream school, and getting to stay at Garfield Heights High School, a public high school, which he could have gone for his senior year to almost any prep school in the country, but he wanted to stay at Garfield and win a state title, a national championship for his hometown. So without further ado, let's jump in. Marcus Johnson, let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Twins Take Podcast, and we got an absolute legendary guest hopping on with us today. One of the top basketball commits in the entire country. We got none other than Ohio State basketball commit. We got Marcus Johnson coming on the show. Thank you so much, man.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Dude, of course. We're hyped to have you on. We were just talking about off-season basketball. How's that been? And then how excited are you to get back on the court for the regular season?
No, for sure it's been fun. Really just being locked in, working hard. You know what I'm saying? So working hard, pushing myself every day. My dad working me out. Been tough for me, so just getting ready for the season for sure.
Has it hit yet that this is senior year, this is kind of the final year you're gonna get to play in high school, or is that not really kind of hit you yet?
It definitely hit me a lot. I was in LA last week for the motivational camp. Now I'm like, dang, I got school when I get back. It hit me like, wow, I'm really a senior. I remember me just being in 8th grade, 7th grade, playing with my dad, Neo camp. So it's just like crazy how time is going by really fast.
Dude, that's crazy. That's insane. Dude, I love that. We specifically kind of wanted to start with you from the beginning of your journey. When did you really get into basketball?
So I said about probably like kindergarten, like early on in my life, because my whole family played basketball. My uncles, my dad, my aunties, like my whole entire family was basketball heads. So like I was like early on, probably like kindergarten, my dad had me playing with little kids. And I started playing up in like first grade. Ever since then, it's just carried on.
So were you playing any other sports growing up, or was it basketball from day one?
I wanted to play football. My dad won't let me because he thought I'd get hurt. Yeah, man. But I played soccer. It was very fun. I think I played in like 6th grade. So that was really fun for me. I played soccer. That was my only other sport.
Bro, the one thing with soccer that I couldn't do is I always want to like catch the ball. Like there's just something like I need to catch the ball, and then when they said they couldn't do that, I was like, shoot, this isn't for me. So I feel you on that, man. So dude, that's really cool. So you started growing up playing basketball. Starting in high school, how cool was it to kind of walk into your first varsity game in high school, where you're from? Was that nerve wracking at all, or were you kind of like, man, I got it from day one?
It was crazy. It was a lot of people there to see me play, and it was just, I was just praying that God give me strength. You know what I'm saying? Because it was very nervous game for me. I never played, in front of that many people before, so it was
Yeah.
definitely a nervous for me for sure.
Dude, I love that. So, kind of going over the last couple years, your stock has just really started to rise. How much work have you really had to put in the off season that people aren't necessarily going to be able to see because there's just so many hours you have to work? And what's that kind of now looking back? Have you kind of seen it paid off?
Definitely, it's all paid off. Like a lot of people see like the success, you know what I'm saying, but like not they don't see the work that I put in. Like even though I have my license, my end of my like sophomore year, I started driving to my workouts probably like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes like an hour. So it was like it was very tiring, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, all that paid off. The 2 days, the 3 days, like push myself to do extra. So it definitely all paid off, and it's still paying off right now.
Dude, I think the thing that like people don't realize, well, like they watch like high school players go to college, and they like you said like the 30 minutes to practice, the 30 minutes like there's a lot of time and effort y'all having to put in consistently behind the scenes that like no one's watching. They're just watching you in the end, and they're like, oh shoot, he's committed to Ohio State, like. But there's all that work that you put in between there to like actually get where you are today. I think that's really cool. You're from Ohio, obviously. How important has playing at Garfield Heights been for your basketball career? And kind of now that you're going into your senior season, like how important has it been during your basketball career and kind of the guys in that locker room with you?
It's been very important. When I was younger, probably like in fifth, sixth grade, my dad had been coaching for 20 years, so I always watched
Wow,
the older guys, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, I'll
that's
come
cool.
here one day. Like, it was my dream to play for Garfield one day because, like, that's what I was, born with, like, raised, watching my dad,
Yeah.
coach talented players. So just playing for my dad and playing for Garfield Heights mean a lot to me. I do want to win a championship for that school really, really bad. So that's the main goal this year.
Yeah, man, and I think there's a good shot of that happening.
Yeah.
And like you said, playing with the players, how has it been with like getting to play for your dad these last couple of years? That's a really sick experience that most people don't get to have.
Definitely been fun. It's been a fun journey for sure. Because my dad playing for your dad. A lot of people think of it like it could be really, really tough and maybe annoying.
Right.
My dad pushed me a lot, so I'm not saying it's easy, but like it's definitely fun. Who wouldn't want to play for their dad? You know what I'm saying? Every game, coaching you, telling you, what you need to get better at, helping you grow your game. You know what I'm saying? So playing for my dad.
Yeah, I mean, he knows everything. That's the pro and the con. He's gonna push you harder than anyone else can push you, and at the same time, like that's actually really cool. So you said that's actually really cool. So you grew up watching Garfield. So what was it like getting to walk out? Like when you finally got that opportunity, what was it like growing up watching them and finally being able to walk out on the court for a team that your dad coached?
Man, it was great. A lot of my eighth grade year, I'll never forget. My dad played like a season. They was like losing a lot of games, and it was just crazy. Like he wasn't that good, and all the alumni came back. Like, man, you here next year, see what you do. Like waiting for me to play my first game. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
when that moment actually happened, man, that was just like it felt surreal. Like it was like crazy to me.
Dude, I think that's great. We love to ask athletes about like basketball and football or whatever sport they're playing. But we also like to ask them outside of their sport. So if you're hanging around the house or not in school, obviously on a weekend, what's the go thing for you to do? Like if you can't play basketball, what are you doing?
Like my other hobby, like playing video games or something like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm on NCAA. I'm on Fortnite. I'm on
Hey,
There you
come
go.
on, come on.
Yeah, I'm on Fortnite,
Bro.
2K a little bit. Gotta get the new game when it come out, but nah, yeah, for sure. I just be playing video games. Um,
Did you see that news about them dropping a new NCAA basketball?
oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for sure.
Bro, bro, I remember I was sitting there. I remember we were talking to Jaleel Bethea last year, and I was like, what are the odds? Because it was like right when NCAA was about to come out, and I was like, what are the odds they drop an NCAA basketball game? And he was like, bro, if they do, like that would be insane. And like a year later, it's gonna happen, bro. That's actually really sick. I think it's gonna be cool. Like we're gonna be sitting there playing you in the game, bro. That's insane.
I'll be able to be in a game. Like out of all the times they happen, it happened when I get to college. So that's the best thing about
Yeah.
that. For sure.
Dude, that's so insane, bro. That's so cool. Man, we'd love to talk to you about your recruiting journey. When do you remember kind of when you got your first offer?
I think I got my first offer seventh grade summer. Seventh grade
That's
going to eighth
crazy.
grade.
Dude,
So
that's insane.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! Imagine getting an
Was
offer in
it? Yeah.
middle school.
Was that not insane? Was that not like? What was your reaction? Like, dude, the amount of guys that get offers in seventh grade is not much. Like, what was your reaction?
Man, I was getting emotional because like I always want my first offer. My dad always used to push me to be the best version of myself. So when our first offer came in, it really just motivated me, like the rest of my journey every day, just to keep going. Cause like, my dream school was Ohio State. So I always wanted that Ohio State offer. So it's just that one offer really motivated me and helped me on my journey.
Dude, I think that's really cool, and obviously you're now committed to Ohio State. Obviously, and like you said, you're an Ohio State fan growing up. So, what kind of stuck out to you about the program itself that knew that's where you belong the next 4 years?
Sure, just being from Ohio, growing up, always watching Ohio State football games,
Mm,
basketball games. Even the Coach Diebler, even because a lot of people wonder why I committed, early and stuff like that.
yeah.
Coach Diebler had the assistant job at Ohio State, and he got the head job. So
Yeah.
like when he got the head job, it was really like nowhere to like I knew where I wanted to go. What I'm saying? So it was really just like why wait,
Right.
why wait if I knew I wanted to go. So he really showed a lot of love. Coming to a lot of my games when I was younger, and still would support me. Checking on me mostly every day. So it's like just a feeling, the love from a coach you will want. So it definitely helped me commit. Really.
I didn't know. So that's really interesting. I didn't know like Ohio State was your favorite school growing up. That's what was it like when did they offer you? Like what was that called like? Because I'm sure that was a dream come true.
It was crazy. I was, oh man, I'll never forget. I was so happy. I think they offered me. I think it was my sophomore year. I think high school or freshman year. It was one of them years of high school. They definitely called me, offered me, and it was just like, man, I want to go out there and visit. Like so, after they offered me, I went to go an unofficial visit up there, and it was great. It was great.
Dude, what's like an official visit like? I mean,
Now, what's an
obviously,
official visit like at Ohio State? I mean, dream school. Like what was
My
that experience
visit
like?
this week. Well, my official visit is tomorrow. So I go up there
Oh
tomorrow
really?
for my official, but my unofficial is when I was younger. Just to go up there and visit, see how it is. But
Yeah.
I can't wait for my official this weekend for sure.
Bro, we caught you like right before all the action. That's crazy. That's I bet that's gonna be insane. So Ohio State, bro, we got. I mean, if you're an Ohio State fan, I know there's a huge football game on Saturday,
Yeah,
taking Texas.
I can.
All right, we
I
gotta. I
can.
mean, college football weekend. We're going week one. I mean, what are we thinking? Like, are we gonna pull the upset on Texas and show them why y'all won the
I
national
believe so.
championship last year?
believe so. I believe so. It's at Ohio State, their first game. Nobody wants their first game at home, but Texas is good. So
Yeah.
it definitely is good. So it should be a really great game. Can't wait
I
for it.
mean, between Caleb Downs and Jeremiah Smith,
Dude.
it's gonna be hard to shut them down, but it's gonna be a fun game. Something also we really want to talk to you about. If you look all over your social media, it's very evident that God has played a big part in just throughout your basketball journey and just throughout your regular day life. Just kind of looking back over the years and your journey so far, how have you seen Him just kind of work through your life?
God definitely changed my life. Around sixth grade, I found God. My whole family is religious, like Christians, stuff like that. So
Mm.
After that, I just started praying every single day. And I really feel like God chose me to do something in life. You know what I'm saying? So, like without God, man, I wouldn't be nowhere. I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I pray every game, pray before every game that God give me strength to go out there and be who He made me to be. So yeah, I'm definitely grateful to have God in my life. He helped me so much.
Dude, I think it's I think it's so cool like how God can change someone's life, and I think that's like even to hear your story like how you found God in sixth grade, and I mean it's evident. I mean, and the way you play and the way you just project your faith in your everyday life. I think it's really cool for athletes today to do that because and the downside is in today we're in such a social media filled world where everything is like on screens, but y'all are able to also use your platforms in a way to kind of to spread kind of His word, and I think that's really sick that you do that. So you're going into your senior year. I mean, Garfield Heights was an amazing school, but you could have honestly, man, you could have played anywhere in the country your senior year. I mean, you could have gone to any prep school in the country. Why what about Garfield Heights was like, man, I need to come back my senior year, win a state championship, do all the things. Like what's so special about that school that was like, man, like I have to come back.
For sure, it was unfinished business. For sure, for real. To
Yeah,
be honest,
yeah.
it was unfinished business. As you know, we lost 2 games back to back in the Elite Eight, and then we lost my junior year in the Final Four. So that really hit me
Oh,
different. And it's
yeah, I'm
like
sure.
I want to win a championship really, really bad for my dad. My dad never won one. Garfield in
Mm,
history never won a championship. So I just feel like for me to be the first, father and son to win a championship at Garfield, that would last forever. What I'm saying? That's
yeah.
history, legendary. So just playing and also playing for my dad. I want to play for my dad again. My whole family is here. What I'm saying, in
Yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio. So that would have been a tough decision. Nobody really wanted me to leave. So just leaving my family would have been a tough decision for me. And I just feel like staying at Garfield can really help me grow in my game for my senior year. Also, just having my dad, my coach, having my coach Mill, that y'all, so having good coaches around that know my game the most, and that can just help me get better and perfect.
Yeah, bro. I think that's really awesome that you're just gonna get the whole experience with your family back one more year before you go off to
I
Ohio.
mean, it's not easy to move either.
Yeah,
Like
that's
moving,
that's a tough move,
like you're already gonna have to do it next year. Why do it early? You know?
bro.
For sure.
So senior year, you've gotten done with most of your classes. What's like that one class you like look at senior year like,
Oh shoot.
why am I taking this class?
Honest man, my schedule is great. Like my schedule is great. I don't really have a class like that. I have like
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
I
Dude,
got like
they put me in AP Chem like last week,
oh,
and
bro.
I sat in there for 2 days, and I was like, and I looked at my mom when I came home last week, and I said, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm a senior. I'm done. I'm like, I cannot handle this, and I dropped it. But
my
like,
yeah. My senior has definitely been my easiest so far. Like I only got like 4 classes. I get to sleep in until like 9 o'clock.
Dude, you're so lucky. Oh
so
my
wait, are
gosh.
you sleeping in and going home early?
Yeah, I get to leave.
Oh, you're
I
so
sleep in
lucky.
at 9 o'clock and I get to leave school at like 12:40. So like this
Oh
probably
my gosh, that's crazy.
What?
Dude,
What? That's not even fair, bro.
definitely
bro,
wait.
I gotta figure out your schedule.
Dude, how, bro? That's insane.
Yeah,
9 o'clock come in, you're done by 12. Bro's in and out in 3 hours.
love that, bro. All right, last two questions for you. If you look over just kind of your basketball journey so far, what's kind of been the biggest adversity you've gone through, and how did you kind of overcome that?
For sure. Really just playing every game. Playing every game. To be honest, that's very my like biggest adversity. I'll say because like it's a lot of pressure with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, for sure.
playing every game and going out there and playing everybody coming to watch you play and knowing your name and it's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? You have a bad game. Marcus is this. Marcus not that good. Marcus, you know what I'm saying? But it
Yeah.
also is that's really my biggest adversity. Just figuring out like believing in myself. You know what I'm saying? Praying that God gives me strength to be me and showing all the hard work I put in that pays off every game. You know what I'm saying? Just blocking out the haters. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that don't want you to win. A lot of people that do want you to win. But just really just blocking out the haters and just focusing on yourself and just growing in your game, getting better. So just my biggest adversity is definitely just the pressure, handling the pressure, um, working hard for sure.
Yeah, man, I really respect that. I know you're a competitor, so I know you want to go in and win, but also walking into that atmosphere every time, like that's a lot of pressure on you too, like to perform time and time again. And I really respect you for that, man. I think that's really cool, and it's shown like kind of even though all that competition's there, man, you're still showing up every game, and it's really cool to. I mean, you're highlight, bro. Some of these dunks you're putting up, holy crap! I mean, they're insane, bro. And I was showing Jackson some of the lays you had, like the and ones are insane, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
So, bro, we gotta talk about this. If who's kind of your favorite guy? If you had to pick a favorite guy you've gotten to play with, kind of during your high school career, whether it's like over the summer or AAU or even your team, do you have a favorite guy you like to play with?
My favorite guy that I like to play with. I play with Trey Man. I used to
Yeah.
play,
Oh, that's sick.
all
Oh,
the
that's really cool.
play Kevin Garfield this summer. Played some threes. He's so nice, bro. Like he's really different. That's probably my favorite player. I also guard him, so my hardest player to guard is also him. Trey Man was definitely.
Hey, I mean, Trey Man's pretty tough. I ain't gonna lie, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Last question for you. As you look over just these last couple years, do you have a favorite memory that kind of sticks out to you?
Definitely. I'll say nationals. When I was in
Yeah.
fifth grade, we had people like me, T.J. Crumble, Peyton Kemp, Scoop Smith,
Hmm.
Braden Fogel, and just like I always think about that moment because like winning the national championship with those guys, it was so crazy. It was so fun in Florida. Like I would never forget that in my life. And just seeing everybody grow, like everybody like fifth grade and now always everybody D1 now, and just seeing them grow and their life has been great. Like Scoop, where is he going to Miami? Payne Kemp D1 offers, TJ Crumble got D1 offers, Braden Fogel going to Georgia football. It's just seeing all my guys like really grow, be able to get D1 schools and just it's really been great.
Yeah, I think it's really crazy, man. And to even watch your journey. I mean, going and winning nationals in fifth grade, and now you're sitting here a senior. Man, it goes by so fast. I was sitting here a senior and committed to Ohio State. You're about to ball out senior season, and we're hoping to see a championship at the end of the season, state title at the end of the season, man. We're hyped to watch, man. Dude, thank you so much for coming on I know a busy Thursday night. We really appreciate you, dog. Guys, everyone go follow him on Instagram and social media. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
So thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Sir.